Welcome to another episode of Trauma to Triumph, where we are turning wounds into wisdom one story at a time. On today's episode, I sit down with an amazing young man, Kyle Savage Jr., and he's going to talk to us and take us on a journey of his own personal story of what he went through with his real life trauma. And he's going to talk to us about how he got through it and is now living triumphantly. So, without further ado, welcome to Trauma to Triumph, Kyle. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being a part of something that is very, very near and dear to my heart, because we are really healing other people through the sharing of our own real life traumatic stories. And what I like to do on this show is start by you having an opportunity to introduce yourself at a high level. So just, tell people about who you are today, the young man who you are today. And then I'll ask you to take us on a trip down memory lane. Let's just get into, you, Kyle, as a little boy. Tell us a little bit about your family life and growing up. And then we'll talk about when trauma first entered your life.
Okay. How you doing, everyone? My name is Kyle Savage. I'm 20 years old from Bowie, Maryland. And growing up for me, it was cool. I was very proactive. I played sports, played basketball, football, boxing. I participated in a lot of outdoor activities because, my parents, they want me inside the house playing like video games all day and, being on the phone all the time.
I love that.
But, I was very proactive as a kid.
Okay, so did you grow up with, you do have a little brother?
Yes.
How far apart are you and your little brother?
We're 4 years apart. He's 17, I'm 20, about to be 21.
Okay, so did you all grow up playing together, or was the age difference required you to have your own set of friends?
My age group required me to have a whole different set of friends, but we had two different interests. He liked to play soccer. I didn't really like soccer. I was more so like basketball, football, and boxing, but I tried soccer for a little bit. I played for like one season, but I didn't really.
Right, you didn't get into it, so that was his thing.
You're right.
So which one of you all grew up, was into the girls? Which one of you all was giving mom the headaches with the girls?
The headaches, Nico. Yeah. Nico.
Okay, so, so you would say pretty much your childhood life was relatively normal. You grew up in Prince George's County, Maryland,
yes,
in a two-parent household.
Yes.
And we're here today, obviously, because we're going to be talking about something later, but your two parents, you're named after your dad, right?
Yes.
And your mom's name was? Charlene. And we all called her Charlie.
Yes.
Yes, she was affectionately known as Charlie. And so you had a normal childhood.
Yes.
All right. So how'd you do in school as a kid?
I did pretty good in school. One thing about me, I was kind of like, I didn't really take school serious as a kid. I always want to have fun, which is like every kid want to do. I used to get in trouble a lot. Like I used to.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, it was times I would run out the principal's office when I was in elementary school.
How?
Yeah.
You in the principal's office?
Yeah, I was bad.
Which one of your parents was the disciplinarian?
My father.
Your dad? Your dad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was the tough one.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you would get in trouble in the principal's office, did you get on punishment? Like, what were the repercussions for you?
Spanking.
You got a spanking. You got that butt whipped.
Yeah.
Okay. And did that turn you around, or did you continue?
I continued along. I still continue to do it. But over time, as I got older, I matured and just learned how to, adjust from certain situations and just learn from my mistakes.
Okay. And so let's fast forward. You're now in high school. When you were in what high school did you attend here?
DeMatha Catholic High School.
DeMatha, amazing. Shout out to DeMatha, amazing high school that's birthed a lot of amazing athletes and everything. So shout out to your alma mater high school.
Yeah, shout out to DeMatha.
Yes, shout out to DeMatha. And was that, were all boys?
Yes.
How was that? What was your high school life like?
Freshman year was horrible. Like just the fact transitioning from being co-ed to going all boys, I didn't like it at first. But as time went on, I started to see the significance of it. Like take away the distractions from girls and focusing on my education, which is the most important thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so how were you able to, when you go to an all-boys high school like that, how do you all meet the girls and how do you interact with girls? Because it's all boys all day at school.
The way we interacted with girls, because we have a sister school named Seton.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
okay.
Right. So, but other than that, it would be like football games and basketball games.
Activities.
Exactly.
Okay.
Off-campus activities to do on the weekends, parties.
Okay.
Meet different people.
I love it. And so you're living your life, living your best life in high school, and I'm leading up to the time when trauma entered your life. I'm trying to remember myself. I think you were a senior in high school.
Yes.
Senior at DeMatha.
Yes.
I don't want to take the story away from you. I would like for you to talk to us about leading up to when trauma entered your life.
It was too much to handle. It was very overwhelming. Like it was supposed to be the best time of my life. You know, I'm about to graduate.
So you were about to graduate?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, cause I got released, it happened in May 21st, 2022. I got out of school, I believe, like the 12th of May. Mm-hmm. So as a senior, we got out of school early, so summertime. So just getting ready for the summertime, I'm excited. As a kid, I got my license, I'm driving, going out with my friends. And then I went to prom. I went to my first prom. I went to 3 proms in total, not to boost.
Wow.
Not trying to brag or anything.
Oh.
But I went to 3 proms. My first prom I went to, you know, they were there. They saw me go off. But
Your parents?
Yes.
Okay, so your first prom you went to, and was this at your school or someone else's school? Someone else?
The first year, that was my school's prom.
Okay, yeah. DeMatha's prom.
Yes.
Okay, and so that prom went off without a hitch.
Right.
And then you had a second prom.
The second prom, that was for St. Vincent Pilates prom.
Okay, so you were someone's date.
Yes.
Okay, and what date was this?
That was May 20th.
That was May 20th.
Yes.
Okay, and so did things go okay that day?
Things were going okay that day. I saw my parents. They took me to my date's house. Mm-hmm. Then I escorted her to the prom. Everything was cool. Then my friend, he hit me up after the prom saying it's an after party that night in Silver Spring. So we go to the after party. We had a good time. But at the time I was working at Chick-fil-A, I had a shift the next morning. Mm-hmm. So I don't stay at the party too long because I got to get up early. So I go back home. But something was like sketchy because my parents weren't there.
When you went back home that morning?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was like at 1 a.m, they weren't home. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, they probably out just having a good time.
Having a good time.
I didn't think nothing of it. Nico's in the room, house playing a game. He's about to go to sleep. So I go to sleep. Nico wakes me up the next morning. He was like, Kyle, Mom and Dad, they come back last night? I said, I don't know. I wake up, I go to their room. They still aren't there. I look out their window. The car that they left in wasn't there neither. So I'm confused. I'm like, you know what? They probably, had a rough night. They probably just.
Y'all were home by yourselves?
Yes.
You and Nico?
Yes.
Okay. And so you were still calm that morning. You was just like, oh, they probably was hanging out and da-da-da-da. Okay.
But Nico, he was starting to panic a little bit. But I was trying to calm him down. So I was trying to keep my composure together.
Because at this time you're 17 and he's about what?
He's 14.
13, 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he said, these two police officers are outside. So here's where things are starting to get like a little.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, right?
A little serious, yeah. So I go downstairs to talk to the police officers. They were like, are your parents here? I said, no, they didn't come back home last night. They said, do you have any guardians or family members in the area? I said, yes. So I called Aunt Jen, the aunt that I live with, and my Uncle Vernon, her husband. And Nico called Aunt Linda and Uncle Rodney, my mom's sister and her husband. So they came in a heartbeat. They came right away. They came right away. Mm-hmm. They told me Nico to go in the house because they obviously didn't want to tell us something. So now I'm starting to
get concerned.
Yeah, get concerned. I'm getting a little anxious.
Worried, what's going on with my mom and dad?
Right, yeah. Cause I'm thinking abundant thing. I'm thinking
that's what I was going to ask you, Kyle. At this point, what's going through your mind?
I'm thinking a lot of things. I'm hoping it's not the worst, but I'm thinking one of them got arrested or something. One of them got kidnapped. I'm just thinking a bunch of things.
Right, arrested, kidnapped. You just all kinds of crazy stuff, scenarios running through your mind.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. Then.
And Nico has gone in the house.
Yeah, me and Nico both in the house. We're in the living room.
Y'all in the house.
We're in the living room couch, just sitting there.
Could you tell your brother was upset? Or
he was shaking, he was paranoid.
Because he knew something was wrong.
He knew something was wrong. I think we both did. So Aunt Jen and Uncle Vernon, they came first. Aunt Linda, Uncle Ronnie, they came a little bit later. So the police officers tell me and Nico to go inside. Aunt Jen and Uncle Vernon talking to the police officers. They come inside and they just looked sad.
Your aunt and uncle and them, did they come in with the police?
No, they came in by themselves. Mm-hmm. And then they broke the news that they had passed away. Then on May 21st at 3 a.m, coming home.
Wow. Who broke the news to you? Did they do it together, or was one strong aunt, one strong uncle, or they all kind of said it together? Was there one that came and talked to y'all?
They both said it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle, what was your initial reaction when they told you this?
I don't even remember. I wanted to, I don't even know. My heart just
Remember,
sunk.
your heart just
My
thumped.
heart just sunk. It
And
just
your
didn't feel
brother?
real. My brother just started tearing down crying.
I know. And what did you feel any sense of responsibility as his big brother to like help him, or you were dealing with your own sadness? You could only worry about you.
I was trying to worry about take care of both of us, but at the time, like, he's gonna go through his emotions, I'm gonna go through my emotions. So I'm gonna still be here for him, but I'm gonna let him, let his emotions out. I'm gonna let my emotions out too. But I'm still here for him.
And so in that moment, did you ask your aunt and uncle questions like, take us through? And again, I want you to be comfortable and talk about it from the way that makes you comfortable. But, I'm sure, people will want to know, like, what did you do after that?
After that,
Like, were you able to go to sleep? Like, did you have questions? I'm sure you had questions.
it just like something like that. People react to certain things differently. It just didn't feel real. I just didn't want to accept the fact about it. I wanted to run away.
You did.
Yeah, it was.
You wanted to run away.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, I don't wish that on no child that ever deserves to go through that.
To hear in one instance that both of your parents are gone.
Yeah.
It's gotta be tough. So in the next days that followed after that, I imagine you've got to deal with police officers. Maybe no, they didn't come back. They told the news and they never had to come back or deal with your family again.
Not so much. Like, law enforcement came back, so like that's when, at that moment, since it was so big in the community, it was probably one of the biggest things. It broke like the news. It was more so like news reporters and like news channels reaching out to me and my family, trying to get interviews. At the time, I wasn't really comfortable talking on camera,
right,
in front of people, telling them about what I'm going through.
Telling them about what you went through. So did you ever do that?
I didn't do it. My Aunt Linda did it because I didn't feel comfortable speaking about it. I didn't want to cry in front of on camera neither. So I'd rather just.
Is this your first time really having a long conversation about it?
Yeah.
Is it? Wow. Wow. I'm grateful. My heart is grateful for you trusting me with your story. I was very, very closely attached to what happened because my daughters were intertwined with your dad and your mom, and all of it was like our families were connected for so many years. And so it affected me personally in a really bad way as well. But I can't even imagine how it made you and your brother feel and what you went through the days and the weeks and the months following the tragic loss of both of your parents in one night. And so, what can you share with us as to how your life evolved after that, leading up to their funeral? Did they make you all go? Did you want to go see her? Like, how does this work? Like, tell us about what your life looked like the weeks after it happened.
Weeks after it happened.
Leading up to their funeral and things like that.
Well, the day it happened, like, my entire family, like my dad's side of the family and my mother's side, they all came to the house. Like,
you have a big family on both sides, don't you?
They all came to the house. They stayed there for like a month straight. They made sure that like nothing happened to me and Nico. They stayed in the house the whole time. They fed us.
Oh God, yes, thank you, God.
They took us out to dinner. So
they took care of you all.
They
all stepped in, and that I remember people saying how much how much support you had from your aunties and your uncles, and surrounded by so many people who loved y'all. And that really, 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 really meant how great your parents were.
They left a big impact on the community. Not only the community, just like, I thought the whole world. Like, even when we were younger, like going on vacation with them, seeing people from out of town say hi to them, it was just mind blowing.
Yeah. Mind blowing. Your parents were really, really special people. They knew a lot of people. They had formed some really, really great relationships with people. They treated people like family. Your dad was one of the most friendliest, fun people I had ever met. Just the life of every party. Your mom's smile was just lights up any room. The first time I met her, she just was like a flower that blossomed, like just really an amazing woman. And I just wanted you to know that personally from me. That was my experience with both of them.
I appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely. And so the funeral, tell us about that day.
Funeral, that was a harder day. That was the hardest day. But what made me comfortable was just saying, like, all family and friends come together and just unite and just they let us know that they're here for us.
That they're here for you.
Felt good.
Yeah, it felt good, right? Did you, were you involved in anything as far as the funeral? You know, I know when funerals are being prepared, there are things that, like pictures that are being gathered or things that, you know, poems, or were you involved in anything? Were you capable of even contributing, you know, saying what pictures you wanted or what you wanted to have said about your parents?
I definitely wrote what's it called? The pamphlet they give you for a funeral. What's that called?
It's called the eulogy.
The eulogy. I had like a little passage I wrote about them in the eulogy.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I definitely contributed to the funeral.
And you did write something, a passage for that?
For sure.
Okay. I was at the funeral. I just was so distraught. I don't remember a lot. Did you or Nico, you didn't speak at the funeral, did you?
I was too nervous to speak.
So in the days following that, you know, life has to go on, unfortunately. What does life look like for you and your little brother the days after the funeral? Because remember, so you had gone to your second prom. Did you do a third prom?
I did do a third prom.
You did? You were able to do it?
I was able to do it.
You held yourself together and you did it. Wow. Kyle. Wow. You are a strong young man. So you did your third prom. And then what? Like, you graduated?
Yeah, I had graduation, I think like a week or two after the situation happened. Yeah.
And your parents weren't able to see their son graduate. What was your graduation? I'm sure was bittersweet. Normally it would just be all happy moments. But how do you remember? Tell us what you remember about how you felt for your graduation.
I felt good. The masters, they actually had reached out to me when they found out. They wanted, they said, Kyle, do you want a standing ovation when you walk across the stage? I said, yeah. So me, when I walked, so like nobody clapped for their son when they walked across the stage. When I walked across, the entire church stood up and clapped for me. And I just felt good.
I know it did.
I just felt in my head.
I know it did. I'm just thinking right now, wow, that had to have been, I wasn't there and I'm sitting here just imagining right now what that moment must have felt like for your aunties. I know that they were there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so you graduated. Did you know in that moment that you were going to be going to college, or were you still in the deciding factor?
Nah, I knew I was going to the school I wanted to, Hampton University. Even the president, he heard about the situation, and the same thing at the master, he made me feel welcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So the school that you were going to for college, they heard about what happened with your parents.
Yes.
And so they made the transition, I'm assuming, smoother for you.
Right.
Going to their college, knowing what you had just gone through.
Yes.
So did the people at your new friends at Hampton, I'm sure, did they know
a lot of people, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No.
A lot of the people who I came into Hampton with didn't really know unless they were like from PG or Maryland. But it was more so like students that were already there, that already attended Hampton University. More like the sophomores, juniors and seniors, they knew what was going on. And then all the faculty and staff knew about it too.
They knew.
Yeah.
And so everybody, you've got a tribe of people still that's supporting you.
Yes.
And just being there for you in your times of need if you were to need anything.
Right.
So that made your first year of college not so bad.
No. And what really helped me was pre-college. Like just having exposure early before everybody else went there, just knowing what to expect when you get to school, like what classes to go to. And
Okay, so
class.
you went early.
Yes.
Okay. And that helped you out a lot.
Yes.
So then the days of, after losing your parents, did you face a lot of people asking you so many questions and stuff like that? Or did your aunties and uncles kind of protect y'all from people bothering you about it?
One thing about Nico and I, like, we really don't have a problem talking to people. And they knew our situation. So, like, you know how people, when you go through something tragic like that, they ask how you doing. they know how we're doing, so they just treat us like regular, like how everything was. They just taught us about girls, sports. Like
And
this
just
month,
kept your life as regular as possible, right? Okay. Now, did you ever wonder, or did you ever find out, like, what happened with your parents? Like, did you ever learn, like, did they, was it raining, or was it, were they, was there an ambulance distracting them? Like, did you ever have questions like that?
I did, but I was just so timid to ask anybody for it because I felt like, at the same time, I even feel like this, like now, like to the day, they're trying to hide, like not trying to hide it, something from me, but I don't know what caused the crash, but.
And you never really got those answers?
Never really got the answers.
And do you feel like there are, maybe police or just adults in the world that could help you answer those questions, and they just have protected you from it?
I feel as though.
You do?
Yes.
Well, then one day, as you grow older, maybe you will get the answers. Do you want those answers now, or does it matter to you at this point? Because it's been, what, 3 years?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Do you want those answers?
I definitely want the answers, but I just feel as though like right now, it already happened, and I'm on the right path. I'm doing good in school. My mind's just focused, just focus on graduating and just,
Right. Because I wonder, like, with your life have gone on, like, would that open up wounds for you that, you've already moved on? And, would that open something up for you? Or do you feel like you're strong enough right now or at some point in the future to really get the answers to those questions? Like, what happened with my mom and dad?
I feel like in this situation, like time will tell. I'm just gonna let it come naturally. I'm not really.
You're not seeking it. You're not like out every day doing some investigating. Like, I'm going to find out what happened to them. Right. But organically, if God is ready for you and Nico to know what really happened to them,
yes,
then it'll come to you.
Yes.
And you'll cross that bridge when you reach it.
Yes.
So for young people out there who just lost their parents, what do you offer to them from your perspective, and how you handle things that could help them migrate through a situation like that? What do you tell another teenager who just lost their parents?
Well, I see the teenagers who lost their parents, y'all just have to keep your head up. Just try to motivate yourself, distract yourself, do what makes you happy. Try to just, exceed. I mean,
excel in life no matter what.
Yeah,
keep pressing on. So, do you have moments where you break down and, you miss your parents so much? You have those moments?
I even have dreams about them.
You do?
Yeah.
And when you have sad moments, what do you do to help you kind of like get through it?
I distract myself from it.
Yeah.
I kind of, I talk to my uncle, I talk to Nico. I'll go out with one of my friends. That's what really helps me. Like, I feel that's what helped me when I went to college.
Your friends?
Like, just having that comfort and just knowing that, like, I have like a circle around me. Dudes that's going to, like, go out there with it and make sure I'm good. And like I said, just not talking about the situation, just talking about other things. Like I'm a regular person.
And just trying to keep normalcy as much as you can in your life.
Yes. And
so how do you feel, if you had to, assess, how do you feel your brother's doing with his recovery and his grieving?
Well, I saw him yesterday. He's doing good.
He is?
Just seeing him, like, smile, talking to his friends, acting like nothing ever happened. So that makes me feel good.
Good. Do the two of you ever talk about Kyle and Charlie together? Do you all ever talk about, like, mom and dad, or what mom would have done, or what dad would have done in these situations? Do you all have those moments?
Several times.
All the time?
Several times, yeah.
Talking about what they would have done or what they would have said?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Do you spend time, with modern technology, there's some, like, I even have old pictures. Do you ever spend time looking at pictures or videos, or does that make you sad?
I try to, I don't intentionally, like, look at pictures. If I come across them, I'll just look at them for a long time. But, yeah.
I'm going to ask you this about both of your parents. What's your fondest memory of both of them? Like, tell me something that you'll be like, I'll never forget when my dad did what, or my mom did what. Like, what sticks out to you the most? And it could be when you were little, or it could be, of recent. But what's one fond memory that you have of each one of your parents that you'll never forget?
It's scattered. It's so many.
So many. Pick a good one.
Every family vacation we went on, like, that was probably one of the
Your
best.
family vacation.
Family vacations, yeah. Yeah, like my dad, you know, knowing him, he was a goofball. So just him, just like going to the barbershop with Meatball. That was always a good.
That was always a good time, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. What about your mom? Do you have any fond memories, like, you know, one time when your mom did this or anything like that of your mom?
My mom, teach me how to cook.
Did she?
Yeah.
So does that mean you know how to cook?
No. She taught me even like over COVID. It was something just to learn like temporarily.
Yeah, just to make sure you can survive.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know how to do it in the moment, but after that, the memory just fades.
It just fades away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you know, Kyle, I just want you to know that even from afar, you've had people like me praying for you and your brother.
Thank you.
You have had people like, you know, my daughters have always continued to keep your names alive and memories of what they remember about hanging out at big cookouts at y'all's house, you know, just really, really good family memories that you're going to have too, to continue to keep you going and keep Nico going. And when you have children, you'll have memories to share with your children about how amazing your parents truly were. And I'm grateful that you have that. And I'm also grateful that both of your parents have siblings to give you more memories of them.
Right.
You know, if there's anything you want to know about when your dad was 17 or when your dad was 20, you have so many people that you can ask and will tell you all kinds of stories about your parents. So that's another great thing that you have going for you and your brother.
Yeah.
So any parting words that you would like to share with the world who's going to be watching this? You know, again, the purpose of us sitting down today is so that you could, one, tell your story, because I didn't think that you had ever openly talked about it before. And two, help other people who are in your situation, because that's what this is all about, talking about how you got through it. And as people can see, you used your support system, your friends, college, real life senses of normalcy to keep you going. Was there anything else, you know, like when you're by yourself, Kyle, were there moments where, you know, you're like, I want my mom? Like, I know you're 20, but I would hope that when my son is 20 years old, there are moments that he still feels like, I need my mom.
Yeah. There's a lot of times, like, little things like buying your first car, buying your first apartment. You need your parents, you know, assistance with that type of stuff. Little things like that. But some parting words I'll say, as I said earlier, just stay focused. Like whatever, you know, any child that went through what I went through, just do what your parents want you to do. Focus and succeed. Whatever you do, you find a passion, something you're passionate about, just like, you know, just do it.
Just do it. So one of the things I think I just heard you say is important to remember what your parents would have wanted. Continue to make your parents proud, because even though they're not here in the physical sense, you know that their spirit and their presence is still hovering over you. And you want to continue to do things that you know would continue to put smiles on their faces.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
And then you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if we told everybody that you are in college now, right?
Yes.
You're at Hampton University.
Yes.
Is that the real HU? I mean, everybody's always talking about what's the real HU. Is Hampton the real HU?
Yes, Hampton is the real HU.
Okay. So you're in your third year going into a senior in college?
Yes.
Okay. And tell us before we part ways, what can we look forward from Kyle Jr., let's say in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
Well, I see myself in the next 5 years. Definitely graduated from college with my degree, but, you know, just...
What do you want to do after that?
I want to be an American radio host, like Charlamagne the Guy, like the Breakfast Club, something similar on that line.
Oh, yes. So we just put it in the universe. Charlamagne, you see my nephew is here saying he needs you to be his mentor, okay? So that when you're done with the Breakfast Club, he can slide on in there, okay? Him and DJ Envy, okay? I just put it out there for you, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Anything that you want to be, you will be. If that is what God has for you, trust me. All you got to do is once, like you just said, you have the vision, God will give you provision. I promise you that I have seen it happen too many times to not know that that's the truth. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I am so very honored that you said yes to this, because you have no idea how many lives you're going to touch just by sharing your own personal story. So I thank you. You are very brave and courageous for doing this. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Trauma to Triumph.
This is my time.